Yellowstone, land of fire and brimstone. A place of raw, untamed beauty. I've always been drawn to its mysteries, the whispers of ancient secrets hidden beneath its majestic facade. But you know, some secrets are best left undisturbed. My fascination with Yellowstone deepened when I learned about Quake Lake, a scar on the landscape born from a devastating earthquake in 1959. The lake holds a dark history, a history whispered in hushed tones. People have gone missing in Quake Lake, vanished without a trace. Local rumors hint at government cover-ups, stories of strange occurrences brushed under the rug. I had to see for myself. The stories were unsettling. Divers disappearing, strange lights in the depths, equipment mysteriously malfunctioning. Park officials dismissed them as tall tales, but the consistency of the accounts was chilling. Government documents, heavily redacted, only fueled the fire. What were they hiding? What lurked beneath the surface of that deceptively calm lake? I assembled a team, experienced divers, researchers, and a healthy dose of skepticism. We were prepared for the cold, the darkness, the unknown, or so we thought. The water was frigid, biting at our skin as we descended. Visibility was poor, the sunlight above fading into an oppressive blackness. Unease settled in my gut, a primal fear of the unseen. We had strict protocols, buddy systems, communication lines, but down here, surrounded by the weight of millions of gallons of water, it felt terrifyingly inadequate. The silence was unnerving, broken only by the hiss of our regulators and the steady thump of our hearts. We were intruders in this alien world, unwelcome guests in a place of secrets. As we went deeper, the temperature plummeted. My fingers, even in thick gloves, began to numb. The cold seeped into my bones, a chilling reminder of the unforgiving environment we were in. The lakebed was barren, littered with the skeletal remains of trees drowned in the quake. A graveyard of nature preserved in a macabre time capsule. Then Monica, our lead researcher, stiffened. Her eyes widened behind her mask, her hands shooting out to grip my arm. She pointed ahead, into the murky abyss. Section 5, vanished in the depths. A dark shape loomed in the distance, indistinct in the murky water. It seemed to pulsate, a shadowy mass defying definition. My heart hammered against my ribs. Monica, her fear palpable even through the water, gestured towards the surface. We needed to retreat, to regroup, but as we turned, the shape shifted. It lunged. A flurry of bubbles and silt obscured my vision. When it cleared, Monica was gone, swallowed by the darkness, leaving only a trail of fading bubbles. Section 6 rescued, but scarred. Panic threatened to overwhelm me. We searched frantically, our lights cutting through the gloom, but Monica was nowhere to be found. The lake had claimed her. After what felt like an eternity, a faint glow appeared in the distance. Monica's emergency beacon. We followed it, hope battling despair in our chests. She was unconscious, floating near the surface, her equipment malfunctioning. We got her to the shore, performed CPR. She coughed, sputtered, and finally opened her eyes, but the terror in them was unmistakable. Section 7, Whispers from the Abyss. Back at camp, Monica was incoherent at first, babbling about a light, a pressure, a feeling of being watched. Then, as the shock wore off, the story came pouring out. She described being dragged down, pulled into the darkness by an unseen force. She spoke of a light, a blinding white light that seemed to emanate from the lake bed. And then, the cabin. A small wooden structure, perfectly preserved, as if untouched by time. She saw it in the light, a fleeting glimpse before she blacked out. Section 8, The Cabin Beneath. Her words sent chills down my spine. A cabin? At the bottom of Quake Lake? It was impossible. The entire area had been surveyed, mapped. There was nothing down there. But the bruises on Monica's legs, perfectly circular, deep purple marks told a different story. Something had taken her, held her captive in that watery abyss. We tried to dismiss it as a hallucination, a trick of the mind brought on by the trauma, but deep down, we all knew the truth. Something lurked in the depths of Quake Lake. Section 9. Silence from the authorities. We reported our findings to the park authorities, expecting skepticism, even ridicule. What we got was worse. Silence. A wall of bureaucratic indifference. The area was closed off, citing unstable geological conditions. Our story was buried, dismissed as a hoax. The truth, whatever it may be, remains submerged. I still dream of that lake, of the cold, the darkness, the feeling of being watched, and I know with chilling certainty that some secrets are better left undisturbed.